More about our breaking story this morning. Zulu King Goodwill Zwelithini has died. Our reporter Thuba Vilane has been following stories, reaction concerning the king and also just the history for some time. Now let's chat to him about that. Thuba, very good morning to you. And what do we know about the passing of King Goodwill Zwelithini? What details are at hand at this hour?
Uveka, for now, what we've been able to get is the statement from the Prime Minister of the Zulu monarch, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, where he was confirming the passing of the king and said that the king sadly passed on this morning. We understand that he's been not well for some time, where we were told that, and it was confirmed that he has been battling with diabetes, and then we understand that at some time we were told that that the situation was improving, but later on we also got reports that the situation got worsened, and then now in this morning we got news that sadly he passed on.
What's been the reaction to the passing of the king? I mean, I'm sure there was lots of worry, lots of speculation over the past few weeks, with very little detail coming from the family about exactly why he was in hospital and what was wrong. But the reaction at the moment, what have you been able to gauge out there?
You will know and understand that this is a very important person that we are talking about, not only to the province of KwaZulu-Natal or the Zulu nation, but is a very important figure in the country. We've seen the province of KwaZulu-Natal, government of KwaZulu-Natal, they've issued a statement saying that they are suspending all government activities that were planned for today. We know that the Premier and the cabinet are expected to brief the media later today around 2:30, where they will be talking about the king. As you'll understand, that the king has been working very closely with the provincial government, not only now, not only with the current premier, but since he took reign back in 1971. You'll know that he's been very much active in ensuring that there's peace and stability during the black-on-black violence around 1980s. And even during the transition from apartheid to democracy, the king was very key. As you'll understand that at some point, ANC figures and those who were at exile at the time had to come, when they are coming to the province of KwaZulu-Natal, for them to be able to be accepted and welcome in the province, there to go to the king. And another thing, Uveka, that has been remarkable about the king is that he had always distinguished himself from political affiliation. He will work with all other political parties, but without taking sides. As maybe many, you will understand that the Prime Minister of the Zulu monarch, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, is also the president of the IFP. Many people would have thought that the king was going to align himself with the IFP, but that did not be the case. We saw the king crisscrossing the province of KwaZulu-Natal, preaching peace and unity among his people.
What were some of the controversies surrounding the royal household, Thuba? We know every royal household the world over comes with some kind of a controversy. If you can remember any involving this particular royal family?
It will just be, though it won't be controversy as per se, but we know that at some point or at some time the king had been, he was once been accused of perpetuating xenophobic attacks. You'll remember there was a time where he was speaking at Opongolo in the northern KwaZulu-Natal, when he made some remarks and some thought those remarks sparked violent attacks. We saw the king after that calling the Imbizo here in Durban, trying to calm the situation and try to clarify his point and saying that he did not mean what many people thought he was saying. It was just a matter of the fact that he was speaking in isiZulu, and those who were translating couldn't be able to get his point clearly. And another thing, I mean, recently we know that the king has been very much vocal on the issue of sex education in schools, where he was criticizing the decision, saying that it's not clear how this is going to be taught, because it might end up teaching disrespect among kids at schools.
All right. Thuba, we did speak to a member of the Royal Household Trust earlier who wasn't able to give us any idea of a possible successor. And I know it might be too soon, but you would imagine that these plans are put in place anyway, even before somebody becomes sick, or now the tragic passing of the king as well. But we understand his eldest son passed away last year. He would have been the obvious person to succeed. What are you hearing? Or who would you imagine would be the person to take over now?
Though that might be very difficult to speculate for now, Uveka, but surely as we've received this news, that's the reality that one has to face and the royal family has to deal with, that they have to find someone that will take over the baton from the king. We know that his elder son passed on sometime last year, late last year, around November. Many people had said that was his possible successor. So, but for now, we'll wait and for the process to unfold. We know that this is going to be a long process for the Zulu monarch. As you understand, this is a very big nation and a very big monarch. So there are processes that will have to be followed from here, and then I'm sure then from here we will be advised how is this going to be unfolding.
I really understand there will be some kind of official announcement a little later on. Thanks very much, Thuba Vilane. He's been following the life and times of the late Zulu King Goodwill Zwelithini. He passed away in the early hours of this morning.